I was delayed on our mics. I was delayed on our mics, but otherwise we made it in. Hello,
It's
everyone.
only an 11-minute delay.
Uh, we we obviously, I know some of you noticed we have some intro music there. I was trying to do some. I was trying to be cute with the intro cards and stuff this week to get it a little bit better. Um, I don't even know. It's just like we to the best. Like I'm always like I'll be so prepared, and then we had an issue just with Jordan and I communicating. It wasn't even the live stream. I just couldn't. Jordan
It
couldn't
was,
hear me.
there was some confusion. We had to sign language.
Anyway, we're trying some new stuff tonight. Got some new cards going up.
Didn't it look fancy?
I am pretty happy that the music's in there. I think it makes it look a lot more professional. I haven't been able to see anything that's happening in the chat right now, but
the, the look is professional. The being right on time,
mhm. Yeah, that's true.
also professional.
I am digging. I mean, I don't know if my. Yeah, thanks, Andrew. I was gonna say, I'm digging how the camera setup looks right now, but I'm not.
Well,
What? Go ahead.
because it's all you decked out that room since we've been in there last.
Oh, that's
It's like
true.
all nicely decorated and furnished
Yeah, I'm like
with
afraid.
pop culture.
I'm afraid to move the camera and mess it up, but actually, maybe we'll do that. We'll do that a little bit later. I've got all my posters finally up. So this is our guest bedroom slash my office. Now that we're working from home, and so my mother-in-law was staying in here when the first couple weeks that Michael was around on this earth. Because so she was staying here, so I didn't really do anything to it too crazy. But I finally like busted out all of the posters, and I'm finally really happy with how it looks. It's so much better than what it was. So
It's very colorful.
thank you.
I like that blue. It's rich.
On the bed,
Yeah. Or is it green?
that's like a teal.
Yeah. Right in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Thanks, Chase. Jordan, I haven't seen anything that was going on in the chat. Fill me in.
It was scrolling by pretty fast while we were going, but I just caught glimpses of red vines and cherry sours and Halloween stores. The usual stuff.
Amazing.
How are you doing otherwise?
Good. We're good. We're in week 3 of Michael being around. It's pretty awesome. He's still
That's
adorable.
almost a month.
Uh,
Almost.
it feels like 82 years. So, no, it's good. Michael's doing really well. He, not to bore people with everything, but like he had his first checkup. Everything came back from that really well.
Yada yada yada.
Yeah, one thing that happens is like once the baby is born, the baby loses a certain amount of weight, and then has to put that weight back on. And so that's been like the big task is like making sure he's getting fed enough and stuff like that. And so happy to report he's put on a decent chunk of weight. He looks good. So yeah, it's
no
good.
need for red vines.
Michelle's doing good. Michelle is going to be here at some point. She's feeding Michael right now, and then once that's done, she'll probably pop up for a little bit. Obviously, everybody's still tired, but I think I'm not a zombie, so I think we'll be able to talk about a few things this week.
You said that already.
About the zombie thing?
Yeah, twice now.
Jordan. Oh, what's going on, Ed? Hey, are you going to call him Michael, Mike, or Mikey? Great question. Michelle is very adamant that we call him Michael. And I do think that is probably the preferred name. But I don't know yet where we'll land because I don't think Mikey's going to be an option, but I don't hate Mike, but that's going to be a him decision later in life. I also don't hate MJ for short, so we'll try and see. It could be fun.
What
or
about
Buster, as Jenny points out.
Mikey Kale Kale?
You can call him whatever you want to, Uncle Jordan.
Okay.
He'll forever, I'm sure, be excited about whatever you decide to call him. Anyway, let's see. The video is titled.
Speaking of disasters.
Exactly. Lightning strike hitting Rise of the Resistance may have messed it up. Jordan, you want to dive into that? We can just talk about that right away.
Well, first off, coming from the Midwest, and this is kind of my second full summer here in Florida. And in the Midwest, we'd get an occasional thunderstorm in the summer, and it was always awesome. And we would freak out whenever there was any thunder and lightning. And that's here in Florida, the sky is like alien. I am constantly thinking we're being invaded because all the clouds are always so menacing. The lightning is often, and it's very strange looking. Did you see that Snapchat I sent yesterday?
Yeah.
Where the sky, there was no sound. There was no thunder. It was just like someone in heaven was just turning the cloud light on and off, just checking. They were just check, 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 check. And it was very bizarre. And so getting used to that, seeing that is been new.
Window.
And is there a baby?
It's a baby. Michelle thinks it's our best window.
Oh my gosh.
Guys, we're going to have to come back to Rise of the Resistance.
Yes.
Stand by. We're going to talk a sizable chunk of that. I have to get Michelle a chair.
Michelle is pretty close to Michael. Just in auditoriness.
Hi, Jordan.
Hi.
Hi, everyone.
I'm the baby.
There he is.
You just ate.
He's on.
Look at him.
That's what Joey does. That's exactly what Joey does after he eats too. He just passes out over your shoulder.
It's such a big yawn. Oh, you're going down.
Oh.
Okay.
This isn't gonna work.
We're gonna make it. All right, Jordan. Since Michelle's here.
Yes.
Other side. Okay. Jordan, open your thing.
Yeah, since Michelle's here, Jordan, our very good friend James, sent us a gift to celebrate Happy Place Explorers, and I think it's amazing. I've seen it. Yep, there it is. Jordan's got it right there. Jordan's going to open it on live stream because I think a lot of you guys are going to be excited about it.
I have no idea what this.
I know. I'm excited for you to see it. So
I even got the box cutter.
please be careful.
We need new heads.
We don't provide workman's comp. Hold it.
All right, first incision has went well.
Okay.
This is the worst part about birthdays is when you get gifts and then people watch you open them.
Yeah.
And it feels awkward. I'm experiencing that just on a whole other level.
Yep, the whole interweb is currently enjoying you opening this. How are you doing that? Look how dangerous.
Oh, be careful.
Hold on.
Oh my
Jordan!
god.
Oh, wait, what camera? Where's the camera?
The camera's right there.
Okay. Hi.
Michael's
Okay.
like, Uncle Jordan, enough. All right, it's out of the tube. This is
They're
it.
rolly. Oh man, what am I looking at? Wait,
Don't wreck it.
Jordan, be
I'm.
careful.
Be careful.
Is this
Jordan,
the Declaration of Independence? It's very well wrapped, and I've got a taste of it on the outside.
Andrew.
Joey, please be careful, Jordan. Here's Jordan.
Okay, here we
What
go.
the heck? It's just. Wait.
Hold up. You gotta center it. Center it.
I'm too excited to center it. Wait, where am I? I might have a gun.
Look at the name of the boat.
Jungle or Buster?
Isn't he clever?
Hey, Tybalt. Yeah, so our friend James made that for us. We have the other one over here. I can't grab it, Michelle's in the way. Isn't it amazing?
It is. It's literally. He took some liberty with my waistline in the right way. Look at that.
I love how it's
Look how
literally
tight my shorts are.
it's literally the Jungle Cruise vintage poster.
Yeah, with the logo and the elephant in the back. He nailed it. And I might have a gun.
I might have a gun. Everyone remembers.
And that's our logo. James is also the guy who did all the artwork for Hotel Mail.
That's right. Very
So
talented.
that's why that art style looks similar.
Isn't that awesome? He surprised
I
us
love
with it. I was like, Jordan is gonna love it.
I
like
love it.
Rich.
That's right. He messaged me the other day and asked me, how big are those posters behind you? And I was like, oh, he must be getting some of his own. No, he's sneaky.
Rich, just end the stream now. It's gonna go downhill from here.
It's the top of the peak.
It's good.
Oh, Fujifilm. Is yours Fujifilm too?
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
Jordan.
Jordan. Rich is like,
About
can I
all the
please have a
detail.
screen print for a shirt, please?
Oh, it is. It's numbered.
See?
Yeah, he numbered them.
you have one of two, by the way. We have two of two. It's so good.
Someone said mirror your screen.
Oh, I know. Right now our screen is mirrored. So ours
Wait,
looks like it's
so
backwards.
Is it backwards?
Jordan's is
I'll-
right. Jordan's is fine.
I'm
Ours
gonna
is all
see
messed up.
But now I need to be mirrored.
Yeah, you
So
don't need to be mirrored. You're
Logo.
fine. It's me. Anyway, amazing job. Thank you again, James.
Yeah, thank you, James.
It's
We're
incredible.
I like it
putting
quite a
up
bit.
in Buster's playroom.
Oh, Ed, shirts. I would buy this. Oh, it's so good. But yeah, it's very. I just love the incorporation. The first time I read it, I was like, "The I might have a gun" is the best thing ever.
That was just such a weird night. And now it's immortalized.
Mm-hmm.
The explorers in the chat immortalized it
It's true.
beforehand.
Was that an original hashtag? A hashtag I might have a gun?
That's what we should also have on the back of that shirt is just the 28 hashtags that we created. Might have a gun, hashtag Roman, hashtag don't kick her,
Oh.
We have
hashtag
Diet Coke.
happy place explorers.
Hey,
Don't we have Diet
don't forget our Diet Coke break. It's important to get that in there.
Oh yeah. Diet Coke. It's the sweet one.
Is that a slogan of theirs?
Actually, I think it's a slogan of Dr. Pepper,
Uh-oh.
so strike that. Just for the taste of it. Diet Coke.
Wait, now what are you drinking?
Yeah, what is
How
that?
many drinks do you have?
Just 2.
Okay.
I have hot black coffee in my Magnolia Farms. Actually, it's Tiffany's cup, but she let me use it.
Nice. Also,
Hot black coffee tempered with the ice cold Diet Coke, sip between sips.
That's disgusting.
It's not. It's such a good sensation. I like it.
Jordan has a cup.
Oh boy, this is gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
We do need socks. We do need socks with the
Yeah,
do not kick her.
I think that'd be funny.
That's right.
Okay. All right.
All right.
We need Mike to get Michael some Happy Place attire.
Just a little onesie. Do we even have Happy Place onesies?
We could just You should make a shirt that's instead of Happy Place Explorer, it just says Little Explorer.
I love it.
Okay. There was only silence, and I'm thinking that's a pretty cute idea.
No, that's a good idea.
Ed, I was just gonna ask Jordan the same thing. It's 9:25 by you, and you're having a coffee.
Oh yeah, Jordan.
So here's the thing. There's a baseball game that's happening right now. I'm gonna start it right at the beginning.
Are the Brewers playing?
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to the Magic Kingdom in the morning, so
Jordan.
it's gonna be fun.
What are you doing tomorrow there?
I can tell you what I'm not gonna do tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
With 100% certainty, I'll be skipping at least one attraction.
All right, I'm ducking out.
The Tiki Room.
Wow.
No. Go to the tiki room. Well.
No, it was a unexpected twist because I was supposed to say
Haunted Mansion
Challenge.
That would affect my eyesight.
It's in darkness.
Dark, and then I would just get blinded every time I come out.
Also, I wouldn't want to ruin that ride for you.
Yeah. That's a decent concern.
Hashtag Joey needs to buy milk.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So many hashtags.
How about hashtag Michelle needs to buy milk? I can go on rides again.
That's true. Michelle is capable.
Michelle, I was just at the store. We have so much milk. All kinds. 2% whole, vitamin D,
Do you have
soy,
Power of milk?
almond, oat, goat, the works.
I'm afraid he's not going to sleep tonight.
Yeah, he's been sleeping all day.
Sleeping all day.
We're in trouble.
Wake him up, but don't shake him up. Just sort of say, hey, little baby. It's time to open your eyes.
Yeah, so I'm going to go wake him up. Away from here. So you guys can keep doing what you're doing. Bye, everyone. Bye, everyone.
Bye, Michelle.
Bye, Michelle.
And
Look,
Michael.
we can do this too now. There's an applause button.
Oh my gosh. You guys are extra.
And then I can even do a DJ air horn.
There's a cat just laying here.
I know, Simba's like all over the place. We were trying out new features with the live stream. All right, bye, Michelle. Bye, Michael. Bye.
Bye.
I have changed so many diapers. Just crazy amounts of diapers.
Like more than 5?
Like more than I've ever changed ever. We've gone through.
Have you changed a diaper ever?
Since he's been alive, we have gone through over 110 diapers.
They poop a lot.
It's more of like they do this thing where they poop and pee, and then you clean it, and then you put a diaper on, and then they pee right away again. And then, if you're lucky, they don't pee on you when you take off the diaper the second time.
The dryness triggers just the sensation that I need to go.
Mm-hmm. He's actually been pretty good about knowing when the diaper is on, so at least I appreciate that. I got peed on 5 times in one day, early in the process, and so now it's nice to be there. Okay, Jordan, we were talking about a Palpatine attacking.
There is lightning going off like crazy. And especially around Disney World. I don't know if some of you saw this recently, but the the castle got struck by lightning a couple weeks ago
That's
too.
right. I forgot about that.
It made it into a Tim Tracker video. So Joey knows this story. When I was doing the Small World Challenge, I was in line and there was this massive, massive boom, and it like shook the building. And I texted Joey and I'm like, I think lightning just struck the Small World building and I wasn't filming. I'm like so frustrated because that would have been awesome for the vlog. And as I'm texting Joey this, another bolt strikes the building again. And it's like, oh, come on. But then the next day, Tim Tracker uploads a vlog, and it's literally 2 lightning strikes the top of the castle, like successorily, 2 times in a row. I don't know what is the word. Doesn't matter. But all that to say, there's been lightning in the area, and last night, lightning struck. I don't know where it struck specifically, but it struck something.
Here, I can roll the tape. So,
but I guess since they're, and I am just believing everything I read on Twitter. So, but I'm assuming there's a lightning strike within or a lightning rod within each of the spires that grounds that into the ground. But as of today, Rise of the Resistance did not open at all. They opened normally, I guess. They distributed boarding groups and everything for both time periods, at 10 o'clock and at 2. And then a little after 2, they just called it and they said, this ain't going up today. And no one knows why. Really hope it didn't fry any important systems on the inside.
I mean, that ride has such a complicated ride system that they messed up building it. And now, if they fried a system, it's kind of like, actually, you know what is a good comparison for this? Do you remember when that the engineer accidentally lowered World of Color when all of its electrical work was exposed?
Mm-hmm.
And then World of Color had
and then there was no World of Color
World
for
of Color
a
was
year.
gone for like 4 months while they had to rewire the entire thing. I'm just saying, if it is possible that they fried something in Rise of the Resistance, it'll be very curious if it's up again tomorrow, and then I think real questions can start if it's down again tomorrow.
On top of that, what I also heard, that Muppet Vision 3D was also not operating today either. And those are right next to each other, those buildings.
Well, if Muppet Vision 3D went down, Jordan, I don't think they would repair it to put it back up. It could be the end.
I did Muppet Vision 3D recently, and I hadn't done it in a little while. I haven't done it since we've been back, and holy cow, that is just a great show all around. For the first time ever, I sat in the front row of Muppet Vision 3D, and I will never ever sit in another row again, because my experience in the front row is the best by far. Muppet Vision is the best 3D movie that Disney has ever done. No, no. Let me back it up. It's the best. It's the best 3D experience total that Disney has ever done.
Is it
So
Flight of Passage in 3D?
yeah, but that's
So you're saying Muppet
yeah.
Vision 3D is better than Flight of Passage?
I think if I had to pick one to survive and one to die, I would need to sleep on it. But
Wow.
but
Chase coming in saying Captain EO was better.
Captain EO was Captain EO is the next best. If I was going to rank all the 3D experiences that I've had in the parks, Captain EO would be number 2, but a distant 2 in comparison to Muppet Vision in the front row. Joey, I know they changed Muppet Vision. They turned it into Philhar Magic,
Yeah.
which Philhar mediocre.
It is. No.
Went there.
It specifically is at DCA because they like have a phoned in version of it. The one at Disney World is way better, but it's because at Magic Kingdom they have an actual screen that suits it appropriately. At DCA, it's like a phoned in version of that screen. I hate that Philhar
It's
Magic
too
is there.
tight.
Like, it's good that something's there. I take it over nothing, but it is a bummer that it replaced Muppet Vision because Muppet Vision is very superior.
I do not understand the reasoning because Muppet Vision as a theater experience is so much better. Let me tell you about the front row. Did you ever do it in the front row?
With the penguins?
Yeah.
I've never been
penguins.
in the front row. I've been close enough that I could see the penguins.
I guess I've always, when you go into a 3D movie, the mindset is, oh, you got to always be in the back so you can see everything and take it all in. And that's sort of been my mindset. So every time I think I've ever done Muppet Vision, I've been in the middle to the back. And so this time I went in the front row, and it is, you notice so much more. And yes, the penguins. The penguins are, I was just like, I had such a smile on my face watching these penguins because they come up and do the overture at the beginning, and that's when you're aware of them when you're sitting in the middle. But they're there almost the entire time, and they're reacting to things, and things are flying off the screen, and they're like seeing it. They're like watching it go off. And
Oh no!
Joey, are you there?
Yeah,
are you there?
no, it's fine. Hold on. It's my makeshift camera situation almost knocked us out there. We're back.
I knew the penguins were there.
Paging
And
Mr. Morrow agrees with you
they're
that loves the Muppet Vision as well.
Did you guys know, Paging Mr. Morrow knows, I'm sure. Did you know that at the end, when everything's going crazy during Sam Eagle's finale, which is awesome in its own right, that when they start shooting arrows fly out and actually hit the booths that the Bunny and Statler and Waldorf are in? I didn't know. And so I'm sitting there in the front row for the first time, and it was like a whole new experience. And it made me.
I love how you're getting quiet now to like recollect
Well, I'm just
just
like,
how important it
is. Because it started by you saying that if Muppet Vision is down, would they repair it? And right now, that is a priority. That's more of a priority than Rise of the Resistance for me. Because Muppet Vision is a crowd eater. It takes those crowds. And
Rise of the Resistance used to be pretty solid, moving a large portion of people through, but now it's
a boarding group.
Yeah.
I don't know why there's boarding groups right now, to be honest.
Just because.
Just with how it is.
Probably just for the sake of the line, I would imagine. Like if they limit your opportunity to get on the ride, then the queue isn't going to back up. They just can't afford to have any queue back up.
What they should do is when you book a reservation, I just thought of this. When you book a reservation for Hollywood Studios, you should just instantly get your boarding group time.
Do you think that there's enough boarding groups for the amount of people?
No. That's probably why they didn't do that. But I think it's a nice idea.
I mean, yeah, people would be very happy with that. It's like you can pre-plan out your day then and know that you get to go on like the most popular ride.
Right. And there's no anxiety about and that would completely eliminate the need for like a second boarding group time. People wouldn't have to hurry to get in there and open. It would make things better all around.
I don't disagree. I don't know, man. I've only been on it once. You've been on it way more than I have.
I have.
My park closed very shortly after I went on it. The last thing I did you know what though? I don't regret it. The last thing I did at Disneyland is I went on that day that I saw Magic Happens Parade.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did that. And then I made a point, because I knew that it was probably going to shut down. I made a point to go on everything that was open, which was it really sucked that Haunted Mansion wasn't, but like before I left I made sure to do Pirates, and I remember the park was like really slow, so it was actually a good final day. The only thing that was weird is I specifically remember being on Jungle Cruise and everyone was sort of talking about COVID like starting, like this is well before we were in lockdown, or really the US had kind of agreed that there was an epidemic or a pandemic. But I went on Jungle Cruise and I just remember being like aware of the situation, and then there was just this guy next to me. Like, I kept some distance, but there was just this guy next to me. The whole thing was packed, and he was just coughing into his hand, and then touching the railings, and I was just like, this park is never going to be able to handle a pandemic. And now it is still closed, so.
Here we are.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Laura. Laura's here. Paging Mr. Morrow says he was actually at California Grill during the storm and got some amazing video of the storm.
Oh gosh.
I'm
sure.
Nice.
I'm sure it's incredible.
Also earlier I saw
right, the theater change
at the end.
The Muppet Vision guys. POV ain't gonna do it.
Mr. Marvel
Maybe I should do a
ASMR.
video just on the penguins.
No. I mean, you can.
And the arrows. And the arrows? What if I had the arrows?
Can you?
And Sweetums is there in person.
Yeah, it's like
He's there, right in front of you. It is an amalgamation of all the best aspects of Disney plus Muppets. All right, keep going.
Can you even film inside Muppet Vision 3D? Like, technically?
I don't know.
It'd be hard for you to do a full video, I think.
It would be. But there's only one way to find out.
Distory with Andrew pointed out earlier that he prefers the Aladdin show to Frozen in California Adventure, and I would agree, because the Frozen show, besides the really amazing set piece where Elsa's like dress transforms, is otherwise sort of a snoozer. I guess a hot take, but I miss Aladdin so much. But that's because Aladdin was a blast.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
What I think they should do with that theater is that they should set like a cap. Like everything, nothing, no show should stay in that building for more than 4 or 5 years.
That's a really good idea.
It's like that gives everyone a chance to go and see it, but then also it keeps things fresh. It gives people more of a reason to come back. Because how often are you really saying, oh, I need to see Frozen every time I go?
It's a good point.
How often I need to see Aladdin? Even Aladdin, it wasn't like a must-do every time. It was, oh, it's a good thing. It's a good thing to see. It's not a waste of time. We'll make it work if we can.
With Aladdin, though, so it will get so hot in the summer, and it's what it is. It's an opportunity to go in the air conditioning and cool off. But with Aladdin, it felt like I was still enjoying it there, where now, instead of going into Frozen, I will make a point to go into the animation building and chill to cool off, rather than where normally I would do Aladdin. I mean, especially with the Max Pass, like you could just get a Max Pass and then go see Aladdin, and then when you get out, your Max Pass is ready. Oh, right. Wait, hold on. Steve says, I was in Group 5 today, and and no one was ever called. I was told lightning struck both the main and backup transformers for Rise of the Resistance.
Wow, that's a bummer. Just checking the calendar. It is 2020. Still 2020.
It's hilarious that it got the backup as well. It's like, whoops.
It's not even surprising. And that stinks. Group 5. That would have been like immediate boarding too.
I'm sorry, Steve.
Condolences, Steve. That's a bummer.
Mm-hmm. Betty and the Beast says the same thing. Also, hi, Betty and the Beast. We didn't even say hello to everybody. Hello, everyone. We were so excited to get started in our fluster. And we have to say hello. Hello, Andrew. Hello, Ed. Hello, Jenny.
Hello, Mara. Hello, Fada.
Hello, Mr. Morrow. Mr. Marvel ASMR. Amy. Laura. Chase. Did I get everybody? Tybalt was in here earlier. I saw him. Jordan, fill the silence.
I am
Javier?
thinking of paging Mr. Morrow again,
Which?
and I know that's a line on the People Mover, and something, I can't remember the verbiage, and it's bugging me. Something, your flight to the moon. Anyway, People Mover is down, like,
Rick?
for indefinitely, officially.
Wait,
Did you
what?
hear that?
No.
People Mover, it has not been operational since the parks have been open, and they officially said it's going to be down for refurbishment
Is that just
an
because
extended period of time.
It's a lot of... So the way that COVID works, allegedly, is that it is more air particle based. And so People Mover, as you're moving on a continuous track, that people are breathing out. Is it just that you're in a confined space, so it's less...
No, I think it's a ride issue.
How?
I don't know. No, because that would, yeah.
It was operational before everything went down.
It was, yeah, it was.
Did it get struck by
but
lightning?
it's not right now. Maybe. You know, odds are pretty good these days. It's struck by lightning.
Oh, crazy stuff, man.
But People Mover, that's the ultimate ride. That would be one that I would love to do, like a challenge with. Ride it as often as I could, or as much as I could. That would be a relaxing one to do.
Ed has the inside scoop. And so does Laura. I'm just like out of it. Ed says Tomorrowland Transit Authority has been down since late February. It's mostly because they're having bad problems with the speed ramps. And Laura said, I heard there was something about the track needing some work.
It's trying too hard to be rocket rods.
Oh no, Steve was visiting from California.
Oof.
Steve, how long are you there for?
I hope you got another day.
Yeah, do you get another opportunity? Oh, that's the worst. Are you...
And with reservations and everything too.
And have you ridden it before? Like, have you gone to Disneyland and ridden it? Or was it just a Disney World trip? Oh, man, it has been some time since I've been in a theme park. I was just thinking the other day, when Magic Mountain opens, Six Flags up here, I'm so close now. I live like...
Is there a date?
No, nothing. I mean, the concept, before we were talking about the lightning thing, the concept of today's blog is Disneyland going to open in 2020? Because who knows? But I know California specifically, they were having conversations this week about potential reopening procedures. But at the same time, I'm not convinced that we're not still going to lock back down. So, I don't know. You know what has been awesome, though? And I'm sure you've seen it, but some of the other vlogs out there have been doing Taste of Calico.
Yeah, that was my next question for you.
We can't. Can't. Like, so the baby doesn't have vaccines. Like, he can't get his vaccines until 6 weeks, which means it's dangerous for us or him to get sick within the first 6 weeks. Any sick, like not just COVID.
Right.
So it's just not responsible to go to that. Although I love the idea of it, and Ghost Town is one of the best parts of Knott's Berry Farm, and I see no reason why DCA can't open up in the same mindset and do food and
Mm-hmm.
wine and just different festivals.
Yeah, I would agree. And even no, I would say like even that area, like Pixar Pier, that's all outdoors. You could efficiently, if it's, but then that
You're a
just opens
madman.
up too many. It opens up too many doors of people being disgruntled.
No.
Because they would be like, well, if you're opening this, why can't you just open up everything?
Yeah, it's got to be food only
So
options.
you just gotta feed them.
Hmm. But I do think it's a great idea to open up like a food festival inside of a theme park because it's a lot of space. You limit the capacity, and
Um, as you know, at least in Orlando, they've canceled Halloween Horror Nights and uh, Not So Scary. But this morning, Busch Gardens announced that they are going through with their Hollow Scream
shut
or
up.
whatever it is. Yeah. So did you hear? I was so I think you answered my next question, which was, did you hear that?
No. How?
So I
How are
don't
they
think
doing it?
there's not gonna. I don't. Well, I didn't. It's Halloween, so I didn't click on it, but I just saw. But my understanding is there won't be houses, but they're doing it efficiently in some way.
So
So
just
it
like
might be outs. It's probably going to be wildly scaled back.
so like kind of
But
scare zones and stuff. Like you walk through areas that mass groups of people can walk through, but aren't necessarily haunted houses. So you're not in confined tight spaces.
right,
That works.
I'm supposing.
Well, you know what? So
It,
this brings up a good point though, because didn't Magic Kingdom say even though there's not going to be a scary or Mickey's Not So Scary, they are going to put up all the decorations. So it's still going to be themed. It's
I
just not
didn't
going to
hear
have.
that, but that makes sense.
So then you get to a bigger question of should Universal, should it decide to open, basically retheme the park in Halloween environment and then still be able to function like it still functions as that, just minus the mazes.
Does Universal decorate much for the?
Yeah, very.
Okay, then I would think they would.
It's the issue with Universals is like Mickey's Not So Scary. Well, like Disney World, Disneyland, and DCA kind of decorate in a way that is family friendly. Horror Nights decorations are normally amped up a bit. It's a lot more mature audience. But maybe if you like know that going in, like maybe like Fridays and Saturdays are specifically like horror nights or horror days. I don't
I,
know.
I
This is
should
the
have looked
best.
in it.
What am
I
I
should
doing?
have looked into it more, but I just saw that it was happening.
I was going to ask that. So Ed points out SeaWorld tried its own version of Halloween Town here at SeaWorld San Diego. And I had heard that SeaWorld San Antonio also does a Halloween event. But that would be awesome to do San Diego's.
Because you actually do that in the tanks at SeaWorld. So it's got to be waterproof makeup.
Yeah. Yep.
Dolphins frighten easily.
Oh, God. Ed said, I got to be creepy zombie in one of the houses. Pretty fun. We used to, Jordan, were you ever, Michelle and I worked in haunted houses in high school. Did you ever, just us making you go through them?
See, we grew up in a somewhat small town. So through a good handful of our haunted house experiences, we would encounter people who knew who we were, even though we didn't know who they were because they were all made up or in the dark. And so it's very disquieting when a stranger in makeup knows your name and says your name and then shouts your name to everybody. Halloween times. It's just not for me.
You're like,
I'm singing Christmas
it's so
carols.
weird too because you're definitely like an anomaly here because our whole, like the whole Explorer clan is pro Halloween.
I'm a Christmas Laura Wade is with me. We're Christmas heads. What is the term? There's got to be something witty.
Probably.
Christmas crazies. Christmas crawls.
Mr. Marvel ASMR asks, what are your guys' opinions on the Tron 3 rumors?
You mean Tron 3 Ares? Oops.
So,
you didn't hear from me.
So, it's probably definitely called Ares, right?
Considering how... Hold up. Ed did it.
Christmas Kringles.
We are the Christmas Kringles.
Oh, then Laura's got Christmas critters.
You know, there's a lot that works. Christmas Kringles. I think it has so much to do with the fact that they are building a roller coaster. If a roller coaster was not being built domestically, Tron 3 would not be happening. I am very confident of that. Because I think that was a franchise that they just were like, we'll cut our losses.
Tron
because
Legacy,
that movie didn't make money.
It didn't make a lot of money, no. But Tron Legacy it's actually very well put together. It's like fun.
Oh, it's a fantastic movie. But as far as its actual performance in a business sense, it like broke even, if even. But it did well enough in China that they built one in Shanghai, and that ride did so good that Magic Kingdom was like, we want one. But I don't know. That's where my head's at least.
So just that.
I'm excited about it.
I mean, yeah, I think it's fun to be in that world. I don't know. The roller coaster is going to be awesome. So that's the big thing. Also, speaking of business decisions, Chase and Ed bringing up Mulan, which we did not talk about.
Let's get down to business.
Oh. And we mute his camera.
That was awesome, by the way. You know it.
In all seriousness, though, we were talking about this because we didn't do the live stream last week. It is weird, right? So you pay for a Disney Plus subscription per month, or you bought the 3-year package, or you bought a year package, or you're on the Verizon package. Like, there's a lot of anomalies here, but the point is you've made some sort of commitment, financial commitment to Disney Plus, and that's how you're able to watch it. And then they want you to, on top of that financial commitment, pay $29.99 to own? Is it to own? I'm seeing conflicting reports because some stuff said rent, but this said own.
I believe it's to own for the duration of your subscription.
That's ridiculous. Like,
I don't see an issue with it because a majority of people, I believe, who have Disney Plus are content with Disney Plus for the most part, will have Disney Plus already. Anyone, 95% of people who were going to be excited about Mulan are already Disney Plus subscribers.
Sure.
So that point is such a weird, like, hill to be on, at least from my perspective, because I think for the most part, people who would do that are already subscribed anyway.
I understand that logic, and I think that you're right. I just think that, I don't know, I just don't like this concept. Did you know that when you purchase a movie off of Apple, like the Apple just like store or service or whatever, and I'm talking about purchasing, like paying the full like $19.99 for a movie, in their terms and conditions, you're technically still just renting it. Like, it's yours forever, but if for whatever reason Apple at one point decides to remove Jurassic Park from their streaming category, you do not get to keep Jurassic Park. It's taken away. And therefore you no longer own, you have paid for it, but you no longer have it as long as they take it away. And what I'm getting at is that's what Disney is basically doing with this Disney Plus system. And it's like, at that point, I think I'd rather purchase Mulan in an on-demand capacity, so I always have access to it, regardless of my Disney Plus subscription.
Right. And maybe that's something that happens once because this is in lieu of a typical theater run, which is why everyone also is saying $29.99. That's a hefty price. But for the most part, if, like Chase just
Yeah.
basically spelled out, you're going to spend at least double that even if you're a family of 3 or 4. That is, you are saving money on this deal.
Yeah.
And so perhaps, obviously,
Oh,
this
God.
is not going
Oh,
to
God.
be Mickey's in red.
I did something. Hold on, wait. Let me get rid of this. I was trying to be productive and make it. Oh, it's a disaster. Hold on, wait. Why did it get so big?
Why don't we just read what it says?
I can't shrink it.
Chase said, it makes sense if you have a big family. A movie ticket is like $10 for kids, at least that these days. Oh my gosh. $5 for popcorn, $4 for red vines, $3 for a Diet Coke. For a family of 4, that's a lot of money. And that's true. And so I'm guessing this $29.99, I mean, Mulan is going to eventually end up on this streaming platform.
Yeah, for free, yes.
For free. And so I think I'm in a minority, but I wasn't super excited about Mulan, that I think I'll be waiting. But like in a different universe, if they said, okay, Jungle Cruise we can't put that in the theater right now, we're going to stream that, or Pixar Soul, I would be like, yeah, I will gladly dole out $29 to have that right now.
I weirdly sort of agree with you. It depends on the movie, I guess. I was excited for Mulan, and I like debate like paying the money for it. I just how they're doing it, I think, is a dangerous precedent for what could happen next. Because I don't see. I'm sure it's going to be successful. I'm sure they're going to make a bunch of money off of it, and it will be an interesting idea of how to distribute movies. I just don't know if it's the best to do it through Disney Plus. But regardless, I agree with you, and I also think that I kind of lost my train of thought somewhere in the middle here.
Well, you said it sets an interesting precedent. Expand on that.
I just think that, like, let's say it's super successful, and Disney really sees a serious return on profit, as well as an increase on subscribers for Disney Plus. Wouldn't they have extra incentive to continue to do stunt releases like this? Because a big part of this is that Disney Plus, I know people love it, but the reality is Disney Plus is, of the streaming services, has arguably the least original content out there, I guess. It feels like there's not... Like, I know they try to be like, look at this new stuff that we have, but even Howard... Did you watch Howard yet?
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It's not as good as Waking Sleeping Beauty, and they use the best parts of Waking Sleeping Beauty in Howard.
It's basically like a Waking Sleeping Beauty bonus feature.
Yes. Yes. And
it's totally fine, but it takes what is... I mean, I liked it, but it takes what is arguably the best part of Waking Sleepy Beauty and stretches it out and turns what is great into something good, which is...
This is it.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you said it, because that is the truth. Like, so Chase, like, it was sad. Did you enjoy it? Because if you did and you haven't seen Waking Sleeping Beauty, seriously, tonight, go on Disney Plus and watch Waking Sleeping Beauty, because it's arguably the best documentary Disney has ever made. And it's
Agreed.
Incredible. And Jordan's right. It takes the Howard Ashman chunk and puts it into this very condensed, well-paced story that I didn't tear up during Howard, but I legit cried during Waking Sleeping Beauty.
It was so heavy.
Yeah.
It was so heavy in Waking Sleeping Beauty.
So, yeah, it's one of those things where I feel like Disney Plus recycles a lot of their content right now, and the only new content they have is the stuff that's in the can for their films. And I wonder if Mulan's successful, if it gives a reason for Disney to use Disney Plus as a distribution platform rather than theaters.
Well, also look at Netflix streaming from the first year or first 2 years. There was a time when Netflix had House of Cards, and then there was like nothing original for like months, and then they would continue, and then now there's new, because they've built it up so much. Now there's new content, everything. And if you do like a Google search on like Disney Plus shows in production or in pre-production, there are so many things that I want to see too.
Yeah.
That I think we're still very much in we're still, oh my gosh.
OMG. Hold on. Jordan can lead this. Look at the. Can you hear me though?
I can hear you.
Okay, that's fine.
So many colors.
Here, wait. Let's... You know what? We're over 7 as well, but I can do this, and then I can do this.
Wait, I'm over here.
Now
I'm over here. But I'm over here. Oh, now it's just me.
Now it's just you.
Look at my plant. Wait, look at my plant. That's a plant here. Disney Plus, if I could use an analogy, Disney Plus right now is on the diving board, and it's bouncing. It's bouncing up and down. It's jumping. It's getting its legs, but it hasn't full on dove. It hasn't jumped up to dive.
Yeah, but what is the pandemic in this reference?
It is the lifeguard on the side saying, "Be careful.
Hold on there, buddy.
Be careful. We trust you, but don't get too crazy. This is the first time you're jumping off the diving board, and and we know your history in other swimming sports, that there's no reason you shouldn't be great at diving. So we think you're really going to do well. But once you get up in the air and really start coming down and start doing the spins and doing the things that the judges are going to award you points on, you're really going to knock it out of the park." And
this is actually a really good analogy.
That's where I'm at with Disney Plus right now. I love Disney Plus. I love that you can bundle Disney Plus with Hulu. What the heck am I doing over here?
We're on different sides. This got wild.
It got really cold. Cold.
It's I've got the Epcot ball. Well, it's weird because I'm looking in the wrong direction now. Here, wait. I can do this. There we go.
Woo!
I got dangerous.
That was something.
Bizarro World is right. Oh boy.
Where were we?
It's also technically it's 7:06. We could start wrapping up, but I did want to showcase the stuff in my room if I can.
Do it. There is so much going on in this office space here.
See. Okay, so we've got over to our right. This is an ET poster. Here, wait. I'm gonna switch. I'm mirrored. There we go. An ET poster. This also glows in the dark.
Prove it.
I don't know. I've never tried it. I don't want to embarrass myself on camera. But you got that one. Then up here, Michelle got... This is the very first screen
You
print.
bought a poster that glows in the dark, and you wouldn't... That wouldn't be the first thing you try?
No. So this is Michelle. The very first thing Michelle ever got me. She started this addiction to these screen print, like, Mondo posters. So this is a Jurassic Park poster. All these are, like, limited editions out of certain numbers. So we got this. This is my favorite poster. Is this Jurassic Park one here? Then,
Show them why it's awesome. Show them why it's awesome. You have to get a little closer. So that's my favorite thing. You don't notice it right away.
Yeah. So like it says life. It says life finds a way, and it's got Alan doing like feeding the brachiosaur and stuff. And then if you go to the bottom, you can see it's the T-Rex chasing the Jeep, which you can't see because the stupid light's in the way. But there's the Jeep right where the light is. Anyway.
It's really cool, guys, I promise.
Anyway, so we got that Jurassic Park one up there, and then if we go over here, we got our Jaws one. I really like this one because like the blood trail spills into Jaws. You got the
Does that one glow in the dark?
No, it's not.
Oh.
And then over here, this is an original painting of Han Solo by Jeff Darrow, who I used to work with when I was working at Fox 6 in Milwaukee. He gave this to me as a present. It's very cool. Then I got, obviously, the Indiana Jones up top there. You've seen that on the background before?
That's been on the...
Yeah. Then down here we've got a Return of the Jedi one. Luke going on the speeder. These are all screen prints. Then back here, up top there, it's a little narrow one. It has let's see how close I can get. It's Indy's desk, and it has all the different artifacts on it. So like in the background is the Grail, and then you can see there's the rock from Temple of Doom, and that thing that he grabs at the beginning of Raiders of the Lost Ark. And it's got his hat and like whips, and it's just like a bunch of different Indiana Jones things. Then over the bed, let's see if we can do this. I lost my headphones. You got the three.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
What? What'd you say?
Can you hear me?
Oh wait, no, you can't. You couldn't hear me, so I didn't need to show.
Okay. We got
I'm with
the 3 Star Wars. It's getting harder to do this. The 3 Star Wars, A New Hope, Empire, and Return of the Jedi posters over the bed. Then over there we've got an Empire Strikes Back poster. And then you can't see them.
It looks almost like a Dark Knight poster
there's
from
an
a
Indiana
distance.
Jones poster and a few more Star Wars posters. And then there you are. And that's, this is the setup. Now I'm tangled.
Where is your when is your Men in Black? Where is your Men in Black 2 poster?
I mean, if I had one, would I put it up? Absolutely.
Wait, you don't?
I don't. Sorry. All right, I'm muted. I'm back. It's 7:10. We're 10 minutes over.
Look at that.
I probably have to check to see if my child needs a diaper change. It's my
According to the
and Gary, he's up there. Go
what's
ahead.
he doing? I just got a notification that I'm low on memory. This is behind the scenes. This is a new computer I'm streaming on. Do I look a little clearer? I can't compete with. Wait, Joey's not on the last week's setup either. Or are you?
I am. I've got the
Yeah,
G7X that's doing the camera.
I can't compete with that, but hopefully it looks a little better than last week.
Look how crisp
But
that focus is.
the purchase I made was solely for the memory, and I just got a notification that I'm low on memory, and that makes me sweat.
I think you just have to look to see what's using it all. I'm sure you're fine.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
It points out we did start 10 minutes late.
That's true.
So
we're
not
actually right
we're
on.
still technically within our hour time frame here. It's so weird. Okay, so look at right now we have more people watching than we have had all live stream, and it's because it's at 7 o'clock mark. It's like, should we start this thing at 7 o'clock from now on?
I wonder. 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock Eastern.
Laura says your Laura says your picture looks sharper than last time, Jordan.
That's good.
Thanks, Ben Ran. I like the ET poster too.
Is that Ben? Ben is not Ren,
I think it's
or
Ben
is that a
Ren.
different Ben Ren?
Isn't Ben is Ren? Ren is Ben.
There's
Ben
some-
is not Ren. That was the name. Oh, hey, Joey, we got the card today. Thanks so much. Aw, thanks, Ed. We were today. Ed posted. Okay, so shameless plug for the Facebook group. If you're not on it yet, feel free to join. It's a good way to interact with us throughout the week, like we've been doing. So if you like these live streams and kind of chatting with the community and the explorers in general, join this Facebook group that Jordan will post in the comments. And you can kind of do that. We just engage each week. It's really cool. I mean, I know a big thing has been always sharing pictures and different things from all of our lives. Like Javier's always shared his shoes and stuff coming up for the wedding, which is postponed now, which is a bummer. But hopefully, Javier, did you ever get? Are you still in? Did you ever reschedule that? We have to make sure we don't miss it.
Right. We're gonna vlog it.
Yeah, yes. But yeah, it's good. It's good to engage in there. But today, Ed posted the nicest thing, the nicest comment. So we just want to say thank you, Ed. You're too good to us.
It's very nice.
So yeah, no, it's good. We obviously love having you guys here, and we hope you guys have just as much fun, because it's what makes being a Happy Place Explorer worthwhile.
Hashtag It's true.
Remember when we didn't have audio before and we had to sign to each other? Oh boy. So Jim has a twin. No, Jim's just up there.
Does he?
Oh, is he saying Gary's the twin to Jim?
No, I think that's in reference to what Distery with Andrew just wrote.
What did Distery?
He talked about a puppet that he's got. So we need some Distery with Andrew content.
Oh yeah, dude.
We're excited for it.
You gotta see what's your first video gonna be, Andrew.
Also, Joey, I know you have a kid and all, but you promised us a Jurassic World history video. You promised.
I did. I specifically said I could do it. I really want to too. I'm just very, very. I mean, look at this. This is the reality. This is what it's like. Send help. Bye, Benren. Joey did promise. Roll back the film.
There you go.
Play back the tape.
We're gonna cut out that 10-second film, 10-second piece of the podcast, and we're just gonna post that every day until Joey Joey releases the Jurassic Park video.
I guess I could write it. Thank you, Ed. Glad somebody remembers.
That dad brain is probably the best kind of mindset to have when doing a Jurassic Park video.
Can we just point out how adorable he is?
It's not real life. Look at that.
Do you know it's just so crazy that Michelle and I will be on the couch and we'll just be like, oh my gosh, he's here and he's gonna be here forever. It's nuts. It's nuts to go from just 2 people to 3 in an instant.
What's crazy also is I believe the leave for milk option is an option, but I get the impression that neither of you want to do that right now. If you could have the option to go get milk, you would say, no, I'm going to hang out with Michael.
You know, the thing is, I really wish he... It's such a toss-up, because, he's already getting bigger, and you sort of have that mindset of, oh my gosh, he's getting bigger already. He's, getting too big too fast. But then at the same time, I'm I wish he was just 2 already so we could go to Disneyland. Nothing would make me happier than going on Barnstormer over and over and over again with this kid. Sorry, not Barnstormer out here. It's Ratchet, or Go
Goofy
Coaster.
Sky School.
Nope.
Oh, no, Gadget Go Coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be, that's a sweet memory that you guys can prepare for.
So that's good stuff.
Also, just going to throw it out there, no height restriction on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I think that's got to be Buster's first ride on the East Coast.
Well, in 2 years, Jordan, it might be out here.
Well, either way, it's gonna be great.
For sure. One day soon. That's right. Thank you, Jenny. Well, thanks, guys, for always being supportive. And it's 7:17, so we should probably call it a night. Jordan has to get up to go to Magic Kingdom tomorrow to shoot. It's going to be interesting. I don't know what you're shooting. Not Small World.
It will be a little less ambitious, I promise, than
Put that child on Pooh Bear.
If you guys haven't watched Small World yet, watch Small World, because that took a lot out of me.
In all seriousness, the Small World video is hilarious, and I told Jordan after it was done, I was like, this is more of a short film than a challenge video. You go crazy.
I told Joey this, and I'm ready to go on record saying this, because Ed keeps saying, it's a prayer for peace. And he's 100% right. And so I got in line ready to do that video, and I didn't know what I was doing or what the video would look like. I was just going to find it I was just going to find my way while I was writing it. And a lot of the gags, a lot of the things that you see in the video, I discovered or created during the edit, to the point of which, where some of what I filmed was not good enough. So less than 5 days after going on Small World 13 times in a row, I needed to go and get some more shots of It's a Small World. So I went back to Magic Kingdom and wrote it 2 more times. And guys, I had a lovely time. What you see in that video is so greatly exaggerated. because it's what you expect. And I had a lot of fun making the video, but at no point during the day was I like, you know what? I'm sick. Like, no, that's not a way to put it. I got sick of it, but it wasn't like this is unbearable. And to the point of where I went back on it so shortly after, and it's like, you know what? This is fine. This is good. It is a nice attraction. Like I said, once or twice a day. That should be the max. But guys, you can ride it 13 times and you can still enjoy it. Or maybe I'm just some loopy dude.
I was playing the DJ air horn.
I can't hear any of that, so I'm excited.
Oh, you'll hear it later. Anyway. Okay. Well, thank you, everyone. We see all the comments. I know everyone's getting out of here, too. Bye, Betty and the Beast. And thanks, Laura. Thanks, Jenny. Yeah. It's just good. It's good to have you guys here. It's good to be back. I know Michelle wanted to be on longer, but obviously it is what it is, and we'll just keep trying to do these weekly. I see no reason why we can't keep it going on as long as we're able to physically do it. I know we keep having technical difficulties, so we'll see. I do think this week was better than ever, though.
Yeah, once we got started, I thought it went really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So maybe we just need a window. We start in the first ish of the hour.
Andrew says first video coming in September.
Ooh.
I'm excited. Everyone be sure to sub. Get over and sub History with Andrew.
That's right.
It's a prayer for peace.
It is. I love Tony Goldmark's videos.
Oh, it's so good.
And also, I'm making a judgment call because I'm pretty sure there's no other Edvira that I know, but Ed is mentioned at the end of some of those videos, I believe. And I get starstruck when Ed pops up in our chats.
We know him. We know him.
He was in the Tony Goldmark vids.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Ed.
Oh, real quick. My wife and I have a question because we downloaded CW Seed for our Roku, and we're going through Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah.
And we remembered that Ed had mentioned that he or his son or someone from his family was on an episode, and we were going to try to look out for him. I might have a gun.
So I'm just holding it just so we can recap the poster.
That should be instead of the black and white photos of us on the podcast going forward, just the animated versions. We are Disney characters.
Mm-hmm.
It's so perfect. Like everything is the same except we are inserted into it.
It's just so ridiculous. Oh, Michelle has blue hair.
Why? Also, why am I the only one in a skipper?
Because you're the one being the skipper.
I am the skipper.
I'm in an Indiana Jones / Crusade outfit.
That's true. I need to get a skipper outfit, and I also need to lose about 80 pounds so I can look like the Jordan James thinks I am.
You do need really high shorts too, and the high socks.
Right. I got the pale skin down. That's
Hey. Okay, sorry, we do this. We're doing the Midwest, East Coast, whatever goodbye we always discuss. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. We appreciate it.
The Diet Coke's almost gone, so that's proof that we gotta wrap it up.
It's time to say goodnight. Jordan, you want to close this out?
And now we will say goodnight. Good night. And until next time, that's our saying, right? And until next time, actually, Ed brings up a great point. Joey, when have you even had a tie on?
I have my mic muted so I wouldn't mess up. I, well, it was wearing it's Indiana Jones in the Last Crusade outfit. Indiana Jones wears a tie in the Last Crusade.
Is it young Indiana
Next
Jones?
week? No, next week I'm coming in a tie.
Oh yes.
Should we do formal Happy Place Live next week?
I don't have formal attire.
Get
I
something
could wear
formal.
my wedding vest.
Yeah, wear your wedding vest.
And then, that would disappoint me because
should we do Dapper Day? Guys,
used to button up. Oh my gosh, yes, we should.
We're gonna do a Happy Place Live Dapper Day next week Tuesday. Send your pictures in, whether it's through Instagram or on our Facebook page or through anything like that. Send your pictures in, and we'll figure out a way to do Dapper Day next week Tuesday. Cool.
It's gonna be a sweaty Tuesday summer night.
Jordan and I are just gonna be dying as we're like drenched in sweat. Dapper Day next week Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Count on it.
And until next time.
All right. We'll see you in the happy place. Bye.